The Human Cost of War, by Nameless Saint. In a small, dimly lit room at a military base in the Middle East, CIA agent Sarah Thompson sat across from Sergeant Mark Davis, a U.S. Marine with a tired but resolute expression. Maps and intelligence reports were strewn across the table, but the conversation had shifted from tactical discussions to deeper reflections. Sarah took a deep breath and leaned forward. "Mark, I've been thinking a lot about what we're doing here. It's hard not to get lost in the details and forget why we're really here." Mark looked up from the map, his eyes weary but attentive. "Yeah. What's on your mind?" Sarah hesitated before speaking. "It's about understanding. You know, every day we're interacting with people from different cultures, and it's easy to forget their perspectives. We're so focused on our mission that sometimes we overlook their viewpoints and the real reasons behind their actions." Mark nodded slowly. "I've seen that too. It's hard to see beyond the immediate conflict when you're in the middle of it. We're taught to think in terms of black and white, good and bad. But the reality is more complex." Sarah's gaze softened. "I had a conversation with a local woman the other day. She told me about her family, her hopes, and the fear she lives with every day. It hit me how much we're missing by not trying to understand their side." Mark sighed, running a hand through his hair. "We're here to help, but sometimes it feels like we're adding to the chaos. I've seen the toll this war takes on people, the displacement, the loss. It's not just the big picture. It's the little moments that break your heart." Sarah's eyes met his, filled with empathy. "Yes. The personal stories, the ones you don't read in reports. I remember this one child I met. She asked if the fighting would ever stop. I couldn't promise her anything. That's when it really struck me, the human cost." Mark's voice grew heavy. "I've been on missions where the local kids would wave at us, smiling. And then, in the next moment, I'd see their homes destroyed. It's hard to reconcile the image of a happy child with the reality of their situation." Sarah nodded, her voice gentle. "That's why understanding and respecting their culture is so crucial. We need to remember that we're dealing with real lives, not just objectives. Diplomacy and peace should always come before conflict. We need to build bridges, not just fight battles." Mark looked thoughtful, his expression shifting to one of resolve. "You're right. It's about finding common ground and working towards solutions that honor the dignity. The war has taken so much from us all, more than just physical losses." Sarah reached out, placing a hand on the table. "We have to be the change we want to see. If we can understand their perspectives, maybe we can find a way to end the cycle of violence. Every conversation, every effort counts." Mark's eyes met hers with a newfound determination. "Agreed. Let's make sure we don't lose sight of why we're here. We need to listen, to learn, and to strive for peace." As the conversation wound down, both Sarah and Mark knew their roles were not just about tactical success, but about making a lasting impact. They left the room with a renewed sense of purpose, understanding that the true victory lay in fostering empathy and working towards a world where peace could prevail.